Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to the episode 2 of the Summoners War Note. So today I'm gonna be basically talking about what actually happened in like the APAC Cup, all the interesting matches, and basically focusing on Pooh's matches itself, because I think this guy is one of the best players in game, honestly, in terms of drafting, right? He's so good. The counter picking always on point, and yeah, we did see him actually like facing a lot of light Hwarangs where he didn't have any issues against it. So first match here in the APAC Cup qualifier, he was gonna be up against Skulls, right? So just gonna bring up this one. We'll be talking about the matches here, and here we go. So let's start and watch his matches a little bit. Okay, I need to do this first. Hold up. Let me know if the music background is like too soft. I think it's fine, right? So yeah, here you can see Pooh first picking the Fire Megumi and the Shiho. Skulls going for the standard draft, you know, things like the Sierra, Jogan, they are always very good together. You got attack buff, you got bombs. Josephine to counter mainly the Shiho and the Fire Megumi over there. And he's gonna be locking in the Ella and Okeanos. So this one, from what I'm seeing here, in terms of Skulls, I don't really like that Okeanos pick, because yet again, you are kind of forced to ban off that Sonya, right? So if you're banning off Sonya, Pooh can actually capitalize on that. That's why you can see him going for this Chao. Very smart play, because he's never ever gonna be able to ban off things like Lamiela, Shiho, and Chao over here when Sonya is in the field, unless you're getting ready to get one-shotted. No way that Jogan outspeeds Sonya, right? With Speed Leader, even if the Speed Lead is banned out. But yeah, you can see he lets the Sonya through, and things just go really bad for Skulls, because this Sonya will be able to do so much damage and then follow through with the Lamiela. I believe this one, the Lamiela just clean everything, you know. Alright. Yo, what's up, Bell? So here you can see here, the Sonya will go for the snipe. Bam. Yeah, Josephine is never a Sonya trap, okay? No way. Because you need the HP on it to provide the shields, you know? The more HP you have, the more thicker your shield is. So there's a very smart counter pick from Pooh. Like I said, that Chao was a force ban material. Honestly, everything was force ban material. And there we go. Pretty much very simple from here. He is trying to work onto the Okeanos. The Jogan here can seal up the Lamiela, but also getting resisted, which is pretty unfortunate for him. So everything is just going south for Skulls for this one. Although, in this series of this quarterfinals, I think he actually played really well when he picked in his light Hwarang, you know? He managed to pull back two matches. And yeah, this one pretty much simple. You can see Pooh is locked in. I think at one point they show my face in the broadcast, you know, so yeah, I was like a little bit shy. So yeah, welcome everybody. Today, basically this stream will be talking about the Summoners War APAC Cup, Pooh's journey into the World Finals, and it's gonna be really interesting to see who will win at the end, alright? Because from the America's Cup, we have things like Raigeki, this guy, also another very big brain player. I remember his monster box wasn't that wide, like in terms of LD that fights back in the day, but yeah, recently he pulled things like Light Hwarang, the Light Twin Angels. I'm not sure how long that one was already, but yeah, all of this kind of really good meta units to help him through. Although he don't need it. Yeah, he's one of those players like Pooh, you know, they really counterpick your draft really hard. And they have the runes to back it up, you know. Like for example, I think Pooh, right? His monster box at least 30 units. Really well runed. Either they are very efficient for turn 2, or he has very good Swift for turn 1, things like Shiho, Etna, all this kind of stuff, right? So here you can see the second match. Pooh will be going for this Oliver pick at the start. It is something that I don't see him picking very often in terms of Oliver. So Skulls will just go for the Annabelle. I think the Annabelle pick is a little bit too early here. You want to pick in Annabelle usually when your opponent goes for things like Misty or the Mei Ho Wang, you know, to slow them down. Once those units have slow debuff, especially Misty, because her damage is gonna be based on additional damage based on speed. So you reduce 30%, the Misty wouldn't be hitting that hard, and then you're able to die pretty quickly as well, you know? So this one, Pooh going for the Nyx and Lamela. Okay, after I watch APAC Cup, guys, I've been trying Nyx for 2 days now. My rank from 7k, now I'm at 1.9. Seems good. Turn 2 Nyx Abuser, you know? Very, very strong passive. Although, I feel like I need another pairing, maybe like a ragdoll with it. Or a light pony. So yeah, Pooh going for the light pony here, as well as the Shiho. Skulls going for the Layla, the middle part of the draft, together with the Masha. Hey yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we are basically talking about Pooh's incredible journey into the World Finals. You know, he demolished this set of players coming into the World Finals itself. You know, the APAC Cup. All these players are not fooling around. You know, this guy's Skulls, from what I heard, I don't know, is it Skulls or TC? One of them has a... Allegedly, alright, I'm not sure how true is this. A 241 set on a 100 base unit. Swift Will. Either Skulls or TC, I kind of forgot. It's insane. Or is it 239? I don't know, something like that. I remember 241, somebody mentioned. But yeah, crazy runes. But nothing Pooh can't deal with it. Yeah, Pooh just destroys everybody with all the fast runes as well. Because he's the master of turn 2, you know? This guy, if you really want to contest speed here, he can always fall back towards things like his Ming, his Ragdoll, Patter. He has so many counters towards all the turn 1 drops. So this one, the Light Pony going for the transformation. And then just trying to work onto the Fire Megumi, right? Because yet again, the only heals is coming out from the Annabelle. And like I said, I don't like that Annabelle pick at the start of the draft, you know? That's why Pooh was able to punish him. Just bring in the Light Pony and a Force Band Lamela. On the contrary, maybe Skulls should have just banned out the Lamela, right? I mean the Nyx or the Light Pony, I don't know. Because what is your Annabelle gonna do? Your Layla isn't gonna land the strips that often, right? Because there's gonna be 2 buffs. Layla only strip 1. And then here is just basically... He's able to just cycle really quickly with all his units. With Nyx in the field, he's able to get a lot of attack bar when the opponent doesn't land the debuffs, right? So here Annabelle got no choice but to just normal attack. The Oliver is really tanky though. So here you can see the Layla going for this skill once again and failing to land. You can hear the background, you know? Everybody, ah. Yeah, the atmosphere is really cool. Personally, I enjoyed it a lot in the Busan APAC Cup. So here, Oliver getting the Violent proc. Another reset onto the Annabelle, although he missed, but... Yeah, you're able to get controls with the attack bar reduction. Fire Megumi, this Shiho, look at that damage, guys. 3k per hit times 7, that is essentially what, 21,000 damage output from that Shiho. He crit all the way, by the way. So yeah, here Annabelle able to sustain the Oliver a little bit. But essentially this game is already over, you know, because there's gonna be the She-Ho for the damage. Masha, yeah, you can bring down the Oliver, but what are you going to do after that, right? Literally, you can't do much. Full resets here as well. And then the pony probably can just go for the transformation, get a stun onto the Masha. And Annabelle is dead. Yeah. Once Annabelle goes down here, it's pretty much over because there's never a situation where a Masha can win the She-Ho, you know? So I was really inspired by all the Nyx gameplay in this APAC region. I think other regions, they never really played Nyx that often. If I try to recall back, it was mainly like Hwarang Gaming, you know? In America's Cup, like Hwarang a lot. Even this one, even APAC Cup, a lot of players went for Light Hwarang. But who has the answer towards it? Nobody else did though. Like whoever, like all the other matches, like Japanese players when they fighting with the Taiwanese, whoever picks Light Hwarang kind of wins. I think there's only one time where the Zeratu Josephine Fire Megumi actually won it. So yeah, Pooh is like kind of chill, 2-0 up, but then from here things went south a little bit. This is where the Light Hwarang came out. Yeah, you know, Skulls. He was like, can I try to fight Pooh without it? Apparently I can't, so I need to bring it out right now, you know? So the stage of the APAC Cup is also really nice, by the way. I really like the venue of it. I think it's like one of my first time that I actually went to a fully e-sport arena. Back then, like every other tournaments that they held, it's like more of a convention hall. Like in Thailand, for the World Finals back then, it was in the Icon Siam shopping mall, the convention center upstairs. So that one was like just a big hall, but the lightings are really great. This one is mainly fully focused on like esports, you know, like the LED screens, so huge, everything. Yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, this one, Yeon Hong and the Gianna band as Skulls is just going for that Sierra once again. So it is up to Pooh whether he wants to steal away that Jogan, you know, because I think that is what Skulls want to do most of the time. But honestly, Pooh don't really need to change too much. Just go for the Fire Megumi and the She-Ho. It's a really good opening against Sierra. Now that I try to learn from their plays. Although I don't have Fire Megumi, I really wish I had it, you know. Fire Megumi will actually help me out so much. Because this guy, he fits so well in turn 1 and turn 2 teams, you know. Like literally, you can use him in turn 2 comps. Where, because you're just gonna be running him up as speed HP build or speed crit rate. He's gonna be quite tanky and he's gonna be taking so much turns with the passive, right? I feel like he's even better than Burgil. And Burgil is a light unit. Life, bro, life. So yeah, Pooh here going for the Sonia and the Light Pony. And Skulls will be rocking his Light Hwarang at the end here. Randy for games, how old is Pooh? Honestly, I don't know. I think he's around my age or... no, I think he's younger than me. But he's already married, yeah. So here, Abilio and the Light Hwarang right at the end. And Pooh just opting for the Lamela. Going to be locking it in. And let me drink some water. Oh yeah, this one is he changed to Ember at the end. I'm not really sure about this Ember pick. I'm assuming he wants to land heal debuff, you know? Like, his mindset here is probably banning off the Sierra. I'm not sure why Skulls also just ban off the Ember, because I'm assuming maybe Ember kills off the Hwarang pretty easily, right? Yeah, maybe that's the case. And then when you land the heal block, then Abido can't heal as well. So this one, there's gonna be a huge snipe onto the Annabelle. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to kill it though. I think if the Animal went down there, probably he wins this match, you know? So here he has a shot at trying to get the win for Skulls. He gets the seal off. And from here, things just went pretty south where the Hwarang is so strong. So not even able to steal a debuff right there. And for some reason, I believe most of us play RTA, right? Do you guys notice one thing? I feel like Fire Megumi Violent proc is a little bit too much. I feel like most of the time he Violent procs out of everything, you know? Maybe because he gets a lot of turns, you know? Maybe it makes sense too. Yeah. So this one... Everything on the side of Pooh is pretty tanky, even his Sonya, by the way. And if you notice the Sonya's HP, right, is quite thick. Maybe that's why he didn't do that much damage, but yet again, around 37k on Annabelle, which probably has damage reduction from wind a little bit. You see, the Hwarang hit 2 times, 1 additional turn, and that Sonya only half-life. So actually, I thought like he had a chance to win. Annabelle here can't do much. So Hwarang not able to get stun up every single time because of the glancing passive. And here he actually brought that Sonya down. So yeah, Sonya just needed to get another snipe in. Probably looking back at this, right? Should he have risk it for the biscuit? Just go for the snipe onto the Hwarang at turn 1. It could have been the play, you know? Either you land the glancing or a crit. Because, yeah, from what I'm seeing here, even if you kill off the Annabelle first, right? You're still susceptible towards the Hwarang's damage, and then at the end of the day, you have that light pony to deal against the Annabelle's debuff. So maybe should have just gamba a little bit. Take a little bit of a gamble right there. So this one, the Shiho probably dead soon. Yeah, second skill with attack buff. No way. No way this unit survives. Look at that damage output. Of course, additional turn. Yep, this one GG's. So guys, who are you rooting for the World Finals? It's gonna be happening next Saturday, you know? Literally 7 days. I cannot wait for it. I feel like my pick'ems will be probably... let me just see here who is in the bracket. I'll show you guys the bracket of the World Finals later on in the stream. But yeah, I think this set of players are really strong. We have Les now in the mix as well, you know, the 2-time champion, Mr. Les. I think one of the Chinese players had a problem with the visa, you know, so yeah, pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. Visa issues, and then Les was able to make it into the finals. And he's in the bracket against Pooh as well, so that's gonna be a pretty juicy one. Kalian Bao is in the bracket against Kang Jing. Probably the underdog here would be Golem Pichaga and Guts the Berserk, you know. Although Guts, he does have a very interesting lineup. Very different from people. Hopefully he can make it further in the finals itself. Other than that, yeah, we've seen Raxus getting demolished by Pingroid actually, but end up becoming the winner because Pingroid got disqualified, right? So yeah, once again, I feel like don't really want to harp into the EU Cup that much, but I think all the decisions made by Comtours were very important, and I think it is the right move, you know? moving into the future as well. They can always use this as a good stepstone for people to don't fool around. You fool around, you know, things will bite you back. So this one, round 2, I mean the round 4 between Pooh and Skulls. We're seeing a pretty interesting Gianna from Pooh. Honestly, he don't really use that unit. I don't know why he actually picked in the Gianna right here. He could have went for things like, I don't know, maybe another AoE strip. Gianna is, yeah, I mean, okay, but then this is where he wants to contest speed, right? So I'm assuming you gotta ban off the She-Ho here. But then you're letting 3 fire through. That is also the problem because you're running the Sonya and the Oliver. That's why I don't really like this Gianna pick, because I know you want to contest turn 1 speed, but you kinda have no choice but to let that She-Ho through, right? So you can't really do anything about it. Yeah, you can't even one-shot that She-Ho because the attack speed is really high, and then now he gets the stun onto the Gianna. Pretty unfortunate, but from here things also just went south because you already exhausted your Sonya's big damage. You got a reset, but you failed to land the pushback. And Gianna is just a sitting duck here. Because from Hwarang, second seal, the Raptor combo, there's gonna be big damage, although he didn't use it. So Vanessa even landing the armor break here into the kill. So yeah, I don't really like that Sonya pick. I mean that Gianna. Maybe going for another force band material. But looking at Pooh's box, I'm not sure what else he has. Like, if you want to contest turn 1, maybe you run a... Because opponent takes She-Ho, you cannot go Atna. What else is good there? Gamble with Nyx. Nah. Most of the damage from Skulls is at damage too, so yeah, Nyx doesn't really make sense. Yeah, it's a tough one, you know. Maybe like a force ban Chow. Another Chow right there. Because Skulls is gonna move first anyways. The She-Ho, you can never contest the speed there. And from what I'm seeing here, the more is on Violent too. So, Violent more... I prefer more of the luck sack way where you go Despair. Am I wrong to say that? I feel like Despair is kind of like slightly better for that unit. So yeah, big damage already done here onto the Oliver. He goes down, gets an additional turn, proccing off from the stun, but no way he's gonna be winning like literally 4 units with the heals here as well. So yeah, this one another rough match for Pooh. And it was already 2-2. At this point, I honestly thought Skulls had a chance. This guy is suddenly the light power, right? And then Pooh said enough is enough. First ban, pre-ban, remove the light power, game over. As easy as that. And then yeah, there's nothing the Skulls could have done. I think the round 5 was pretty clean, you know? So here, last round speed ban, Jurgen and the Nyx. Yeah, we don't really see Nyx getting pre-banned that often. So in APAC Cup, I think a lot of respect bans on it. I've tested it out in my 2 days of playing Nyx here. The past few days, I've been testing him out. He works really well with things like Karnal, Josephine. You know Josephine, right? With Nyx. It's a 3 turns provoke. When the enemy doesn't have any buffs on their head. 3 turns provoke, bro. No way you're shaking off from that. And then Karnal, every time normal attack. Yeah, 3 turns slow debuff. It's so good. It's not easy to deal against it. And then I always just pick in an Angela too because I do not want the opponent to have it. So when they attack me, I'm like really tanky. They take back a lot of damage from the shield reflect. Because Josephine also provides shield. So yeah, Kanal, Angela, Josephine, and Nyx. Then my last slot is always things like Gianna. When in doubt, just throw in the Gianna at the end. It's either Gianna or things like Meiho Wang, things that doesn't get stun up if the opponent goes for bombers or AoE stun units. So this one, Light Flora and the Lamela band, Skulls going for the current Holy Trinity, the Sierra Jogan and Annabelle. And then Pooh here. His middle phase here, I think... What did he go again? Yeah, he just stick towards the round 1 pick, right? The Sonya and... Was it Light Pony? Oh, this time he went more aggressive with the Nikki. Yeah, this Nikki pick is actually pretty interesting. I feel like Nikki... I don't know, man. He has his Nikki on Violent Nemesis too, you know? It's not even on... Will, from what I remembered. Although his Violent Nemesis set is insane. He has a very insane Violent Nem set. So Skulls here going for the Vanessa and the Yonhong. And last picking Pooh. Honestly here, if I were him, I would have just went for a Light Pony ban off the Sierra. Parjanya also really strong because, yeah, Sierra permanent ban in this context. The Parjanya is a force ban for Skulls because if he cannot kill the Parjanya in time, it's over, you know? So yeah, it's a very, very smart pick once again from Pooh. He knows how to draw the aggression, like draw the force ban material, you know? So that his Shiho, Sonya are able to just go through with ease. And then this one, just a snipe. I think he probably snipes off the Yonhong here, right? Oh, he still went for Annabelle. Okay. So this one, Yonhong will be able to just go for the heal if he need. I think he went for the heal. Oh wait, nope. I kind of forgot what happened already. There were too many matches that night. I mean that day. Like really a lot. So yeah, you can see here his Nikki was on a Violent Nem set. Would have preferred him to go Will, honestly speaking. But I guess he needed the speed and the stats. Maybe the Nemesis set is like really strong. At this point, everybody thought that Skulls could actually win. Because he was getting so many additional turns. And Pooh is gonna be having trouble killing off anything for the next 2 to 3 turns. Because there's gonna be the heals from the Yonhong. And you can see here the Fire Megumi was going to die as well. So at this point, 2v4. I thought Skulls had it. Because you think it through. The damage output from the Sonya and the Shiho is high, but they don't have their skills yet. So once the Nikki came back, she's able to do not that great damage, but sufficient enough to bring the Yonhong to around like half-life. And then Annabelle got the full cleanse again. So this one was a very interesting part where he sniped off the Yonhong. I personally think he should have done that at the start, you know? Because I think Pooh... Let me pause this. You know, right? If let's say he went for the snipe onto Yonhong, I'm pretty sure he kills off that unit. Because Yonhong is built on crit damage most of the time. Sometimes, I mean, like all these players, it's like broken Swift set. Probably your fastest Swift runes that you have, right? And then you snipe off the Yonhong. Yonhong dies, come back. Your monkey follows through with the third skill, and then you're able to literally remove the unit. You got Nikki for the cleanse against the Annabelle, and then there's 2 fire units to deal for your Shiho to deal with. I think that was the better play in my opinion. because he already remembered in the previous match, he tried to snipe the Annabelle and he couldn't kill it off. So maybe he should have just tried a different option. Probably Pooh was a little bit scared that Yon Hong is on a Sonya trap, which I highly doubt so. I mean, you never know, right? Sometimes. So he was playing like the safer route, I guess. And then here, Vanessa getting the violent proc once again. And then 2 big stuns. And this is the point in time where things take a U-turn. Yeah, incredible comeback from Pooh. At 1.2v4 and now Skull's 2 units left only. And Pooh was already celebrating in this one. Yeah, Vanessa all alone can't do much. So yeah, he took this victory against Skulls pretty convincingly. But yet again, he didn't really have the answer towards Light Hwarang in this series, you know? He tried to allow the Light Hwarang to, didn't manage to win. However, against Kalem Bao in the next series, it's actually insane how he managed to win it so easily. Although I feel like there's a point where Kalem Bao did a misdraft. I think with the one with the Diana, which I'll show you guys later on. So yeah, we just hop over to the semi-final match for Pooh against Kalem Bao, alright? Let me just try to find. Okay, this is ZC and Takuzo 10. I just noticed the live stream for the APAC Cup was pretty long, right? Okay, we are here. So this one, I think Pooh's draft here with the Nyx. I'm not really sure, man. Gianna, Sierra, Nyx, and Asher. I could do that, you know. I can copy this draft. Yeah, this is also another one that I want to try out. But my Swift Dap not good. Yeah, I don't even have the 230 set. Oh man, I need to continue farming giants for the next 3 years. So this one, he bans off the Oliver and Kalem Bao does not have any speed lead. I think that is also another misdraft once again. So just going for the snipe, big damage done onto the Song Zhang Lao. Asher going for the buff. Nyx can reset units here. However, he was a little bit lucky for Kalem Bao where he resisted on the patter. And thankfully the Song Zhang Lao died. Yeah, because very high base speed, patter will always be moving in behind it, right? This unit should be on violent most of the time. So did not get the stun, and from here, yeah, it's pretty much very simple where you kill off the patter, there's nothing much the Hwarang and the Jogan can do. So you don't even need to exhaust your critical error there, but yeah, just for fun. Slow debuff on the patter, he's already going to die. Yeah, you can only go for the immunity 2 turns. Yeah, Kalem Bao. He gave a chance for that Sonya to try to snipe. Yeah, big damage done on that Hwarang. So you can see this light Hwarang, right? It's super tanky, you know? Sonya snipe only half life. And he hits 3k. 3k per hit. That means the additional damage is around plus 280%. 280% above for the artifacts. Yeah, this is literally like grand finals, guys. This matchup here, Pooh and Kalem Bao, literally is like the the finals, you know. I tell you, this region is stacked. You compare all the other region qualifiers, right? What the? I mean, like, in EU, there's like players around rank 50 to 100, maybe even 200, making it into the preliminaries. You see the preliminaries for Kalembao and Poo's region. Oh my god. It's crazy, you know? You have Poo, rank 1. Kalembao, rank 1. Flynn, top 8 before. I think his highest rank is 8. You got Nicholas. Nicholas, rank 4. Top 5. Something like that. Another few Thais. All the Thai players, I think at least 3 or 4 of them. All single digit. It's crazy, you know? And then don't forget, preliminaries, you got Spinks as well, who was a legend before too. From Vietnam. So yeah, I tell you, this region is crazy. It's so hard to qualify. That's why my friend Flynn, he's like really sad every time. He's like, bro, what am I supposed to do? Do I need to migrate to Europe? Migrate to America? It's so hard to qualify in this region. Literally, the top players are all here. Super strong. Yeah, talking about... yeah, we kind of missed out on the first match, but yeah, very simple, you know, when the 2 units dies, then Farang can't survive. This one, Pooh going for the Fire Megumi and the Shiho. This one, Kalembao was trying back his usual strat with the Veronica, but of course Burgild is not strong right now, so he went for the Viva Shell. And Pooh notices this. He takes away the Gianna. That is a very smart pick. And Kalembao tried to steal the Nyx away, but I feel like this Nyx pick doesn't really synergize well with his draft, you know? Because you already got a reset from the Veronica. There's no point having another reset strip, you know? Both does the same job. I think maybe like a Wunsa try to contest turn 1, right? Because here, if let's say I just ban off your Oliver, what are you going to do? I got Shiho, I got Sonia. These 2 units with high base speed. I can literally kill off something on your team on turn 1 when the Oliver is banned. But yeah, he's not even gonna do that, removing the Song Zhang Lao. Maybe he can also just ban off the Oliver. What's Kalembao's job? The man? I am not sure, bro. I have no clue. Rich man. Very rich. So here, Viva Shell. Yeah, he just went for the switch onto the Fire Megumi. And able to bring it down. So at this point here, I think you just bomb the Oliver, you know. You do not want to use the third skill yet, because with Nyx in the field, there's a chance for you to actually miss it. And the Masha got so much damage done onto that Sonia. I mean, onto the Veronica. Sorry. Yeah, 1 nuke died. I think we disconnected a little bit. Not sure what happened. But I think we're back. Let me just double check. We should be. But this one, Viva doesn't stand a chance. The Masha hits so hard though. I'm not sure how they ruin their Masha. Is it on at damage? 6k. Yeah, Bum Bum died. You can see he's so confident. The third match, I think the third match, Kalembao here kinda gave up. I feel like he just gave up, you know. Because the draft doesn't really like make much sense to me. Especially the ending. You'll be able to see what I mean later, okay? Or maybe he was just a little bit panicky with his picks. Yo, what's up, Kale? Are you doing review or analysis? This is previous video, right? This is the APAC Cup. We are talking about Poo's journey to the World Finals, okay? This one, yeah, just more of a chill chit-chat session with you guys, and then we can also break down what Pooh or the opponent could have done better. We'll just be taking a look at Pooh matches, right? For today. If not, it's gonna be too lengthy. I do not want this to be dragged on for too long. So this one, Yonhong, and the next will be pre-ban. I think if I were Kalembao, are you really afraid of that Nyx? That is the question, you know? Are you really afraid of the Nyx? Okay. So this one, Pooh first pick Gianna. Maybe he already foreseen Kalembao going for this, right? He does not want Kalembao to have it, so he can go for the Sierra and Asher once again. The Asher must be really fast though. Or Fire Megumi this time. And then I think the Light Hwarang here is fine. Honestly, he could have went Light Hwarang. I'm not sure what he picked already. I just remember his last pick was pointless. Okay. I would have preferred Kalembao going for a Light Hwarang here. Yeah. So Song Zhanglao picked up as well. Song Zhanglao is... I don't know, man. I feel like this unit is good, but only into certain comps. When you see people go for Josephine, you're able to outspeed into the stun. Because if you're letting the Asher through, right? Yeah, Veronica doesn't stand a chance to go turn 1. I put probably... Yeah, your opening is already too heavily fixated on the Oliver and Veronica, and then you just go for a Diana at the end here. This Diana, you know, Fire Megumi counters Diana so hard. Your Diana cannot aim Fire Megumi with the second skill. Your inevitable win will be hitting 4 times, okay? Which gives Fire Megumi full attack bar, roughly, okay? And then on the other hand, you're banning off the Gianna. Means that there's gonna be an additional glancing passive from that Eleanor. So the Dyna pick here was really bad. Like, really, really bad. Is this live? No, no, no. We are watching from the APAC Cup last week. You know, the matches from Pooh. Hey, what's up, Tuan Nguyen? Hello. Yeah, you put up the... Literally, this Dyna can only go for the shield. That is really sad, you know? And then, yeah, although the Hwarang did so much damage there, but then Lamiela is going to sweep the field soon. You know, the branding is coming. Boom, boom, boom. You are in trouble, fam. So yeah, branding landed only on the 2. Hwarang passive is so strong, guys. You can never land any debuffs on it. And now with the anti-crit as well. This Diana sitting duck. So there's gonna be a stun here from the Fire Megumi. Didn't get the stun onto the Diana, but it is fine. Lamela is moving soon. One sweep. Song Zhanglao dead. And how are you going to win? You know? Asher is gonna have the heal soon. Yeah, you can buff up. Now immunity back on everybody. Oliver is also not able to provide any resets here. Because yet again, yeah, you can reset off the pony, but one Violent proc is all it takes to have the skill again. So yeah, I don't really know this pick. So yeah, big damage already done onto the Dyna here. Raptor combo. The pony is so tanky. GG's, man, GG's. Now he go for the transformation, but yeah, you can't even kill. You can't even kill the Lamela. So once again, provoke. When there's 2 units only, the Lamela's damage is gonna be insane. And there's no heals from Kalimbao's side as well. This one, 3-0, clean sweep. I think here the Lamela got a violent proc. Was it? I'm not sure. Yeah, proc here. I remember he just killed off 2 units here before the Oliver had the skill. Yeah, violent proc. you can see he's straight celebrating. 3-0-0. Man. 3-0. I think over here they show my face. Somewhere. Let me see the production. I recall because I was my area was the only few people we were supporting Pooh, you know. Next to me was the Japanese group. In front of me down there is the yeah, there we go. Honestly, at this one I wanted to do 3-0 like this. Yeah, the Japan group next to me. There's no coupon code today. Coupon code you want, you come on Monday, okay? Monday I'm gonna have the Summoner's War Sky Fever Academy stream. The final one for this month. So I'll probably stream my last... Is it the last siege? Oh, the second last siege. Is it the last siege? Right, now we only got 2 more sieges left, right? So yeah, Monday... let me check. Monday will be the second last siege. Okay, yeah, so that one will be... we'll be providing coupon codes for you guys. So 3-0 clean sweep, and we can head over to the final, you know, the final match between Pooh and... Was it Takuzo? If I recall correctly, I believe it was Takuzo 10. That guy also really strong, by the way. Was it another light Hwarang user, you know? So we just move over here. Hold up. I believe this is the final best of 5. Let me skip just a little bit more. Alright, here we go. So this was the final match between Pooh and Takuzo 10. 2 of these players already qualify for the World Finals. The top 3, right? Kalimba winning his semi-final match. Losing the semi-finals, but winning the loser bracket the 3rd and 4th placing. He won against the other Japanese guy. And that's why Kalimba will be moving onwards to the World Finals as well. At this point, this is more like a show match. Whoever wins gets 10,000 mullahs, you know? 10,000 great American dollars. And the 2nd place, I believe, gets 5k. 3rd place gets 2.5. And winner in World Finals, 100k right there. So yeah, really big prize pool. Although these players probably spend a lot, but yeah, I wouldn't mind 100 G's in my bank account. An extra 100 G's, you know, So here Pooh went for a very interesting draft where he went very heavy with his Nikki, Gianna, and the Han. At this point, I already felt like he changed his Nikki to some sort of Swift. Something like that. There was a Bella at the end as well. So you can see the draft is like a little bit trolly, but then it kind of worked out very well for him, you know. Hakuso here probably did not know what to do. Just ban off the Bella, pray to Jesus that the pony can survive and cleanse the whole lineup. I think that was his thought process right there. So yeah, this one is a very fast Nikki on Swift, I believe. And you can see the Han just gonna go for the raw damage. Not able to kill though. So yeah, because of the Eleanor's passive. And then now Josephine cuts in between. Probably has to control the Nikki here. And you try to stun the Josephine, I guess? I would have tried to stun Josephine there because I do not want my Nikki to get like counter stun after that. That also works fine. Yeah, you can see this match, right? He controlled that light pony so hard. I think anyone else, if you use your Fire Megumi to try to stun the Eleanor, 50% of the time you miss your stun. Oh, look at that damage from the Oliver, by the way. 23k. Just armor break. I don't know what kind of rune build that Oliver is on. Even mine doesn't hit that hard, you know? And I'm already running it on speed crit rate HP. With crit damage on both sides for the artifact. So if you're doing 23k, it means that you're running a crit damage Oliver, is it? Like slot 4 CD. Yeah, this one no strip on the Josephine, but with that bomb already secured right there, pretty much I think this one game. Victory goes to Pooh. Yeah, he's never ever going to use the stun again. Yeah, he has the normal attack only. Oh, this was the one where Hakuso kind of clutched it a little bit here. Like, had a chance to win because of all the stuns. Yeah, he tried to kill off the Gianna here. And then stole the counter buff. Fire Megumi though. He didn't get stun up. That's why he won. Most of the time, I know you guys, if you're using this unit, went down all the way to the wire, you know. It was insane. I think that point, right, everybody's Josephine will have probably stunned one or twice with a normal attack. I think Takuzo felt a little bit robbed in this first match. He should have won. I feel like Josephine, very high stun rate. The Vanessa was on despair as well. Didn't land like 5 hits. Yeah, did at least like 5 hits onto the Fire Megumi without any stuns, so it is what it is. Unlucky sometimes. Godlike artists, crit damage, and boom, that Oliver will hit hard. I mean, my artifacts are not bad, you know. I can show you guys my Oliver. Obviously, not on par with all these people up there, but yeah, it's also pretty decent, by the way. Like, in terms of my crit damage as less enemy HP, it's max 68%. As when their HP is like lowered a little bit, we'll be able to do more things like that. That is the most important artifact for Oliver. starting is more like a bruiser kind of damage, and then at the end there, when they're half life and below, boom, one shot. So this one, Pooh going for the Han, Nyx, and Nikki. At this point, right, when he picked that Nyx, I already know it's a Swift Nyx. He wants to catch people off guard, you know. Turn 1 straight away, moving first into the side, into the reset strip. Although this one didn't pan out well for him, I think. Hey, wait a minute. Did I miss out one match here? Hold up. The first match was what? Oh yeah, I think this first match we didn't see, right? Yeah, probably just I skipped straight to the second match of the best of 5. Let me try to hasten things up here. Oh my god, wrong. No, what's this? Oh no. No. Give me a moment, boys. Yo, I cannot interact, go back. Bruh. I need to go home. Where's the history? Man. Yeah, give me a moment. Click too fast, man, just now. I forgot. I'm not logged in on YouTube. I cannot check the history and I can't go back. Give me 5 minutes, boys. I need to log in my line chat. So how is everybody doing, by the way? Is everybody doing good? Enjoying your Saturday evening, night, wherever you guys are from? Also, if you guys can suggest me what supper to eat, would be great. Feel like eating supper later, you know. Okay, I need to change the properties here. Alright. Okay, close this. Put it back. Alright, we're good to go again. My bad. Okay, we'll take a look at the first match again, yeah? Did we miss out on this one? Oh, for sure, yeah, we missed out on the first match. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, this is actually the draft here. So there was a Zanizek that came in to play. I felt like this Zanizek pick was pretty good because there's gonna be stuns from the Shiho, right? And I think Pooh kinda knows that the Vanessa is on Despair as well. So whenever opponent gets stunned, Zanizek will be able to cleanse that away. A very, very nice pick to have, you know. Things like Zanizek, Patter, so good. Really like it a lot. I'm already back in Malaysia, Alvin. Don't know what to suggest, but I made rice plus fish. Ooh, sounds delicioso. Delicioso. Delicious. Kill, you're watching League live? Is there a TI right now? What League? T1? T1 faker, bro? Is he playing? Oh, so Nyx is in the field here. I feel like this Nyx pick, he was trying to force it out a lot, you know. So you can see it was moving next. It was on Swift. Fire Megumi cuts in between. Yeah, this is a match where Pooh's Fire Megumi stun rate against the Eleanor was so high. Permanent stun. Actually insane. Almost won him the game, you know. But Takuzo won this match, the first one. Because here the Han was literally in trouble the whole time. I think the Han didn't get any skills off. So here the Shiho getting the stun onto the Fire Megumi as well. Rakan will be moving soon. Yeah, good collapse. Although with the glancing, Rakan is so fun. You're asking what to eat? Bro, it's already 12 AM. It's 10 PM here, guys. 10. We still have time for supper, you know? So yeah, Fire Megumi here. Again, he got the stun, if I'm not mistaken. Boom. So good. I think if I ever had a Fire Megumi, that will never ever happen, you know? Glancing, confirm. The 15% glancing always will come into play. I don't land my skills, even though 100 accuracy. So here he just went for the new way again, trying to kill off the first life of the Rakan because of the Vanessa in the field. Now, Eleanor was able to just go for the big heals. Rakan back to half-life, and with that armor break on the Nyx, sayonara, my friend. No way you're surviving that. Yeah, I think with this draft pool just took a little bit too long to kill off things. Yeah, you can hear the crowd actually all really happy that Takuzo won this one. Although there was a situation where he was able to actually make a good comeback because Rakan was already going to die, there's no revive. And then if he could have actually managed to kill off the pony in time with the Zenizek, would have been insane. So here Rakan goes down. Yeah, I think if the pony gets stunned up by the bomb, maybe. But yeah, once again, a very hard climb. Zenizek normal attack doesn't really heal that much. So now we can move onwards to the third match. Yeah, we watched the second one just now already. Okay, we're back here. So at this point, Pooh is just flexing his LDs. Oh wait, I think I hit a little bit too much. We watched the first and second already, now it's the third. I believe this is the third match. Did we see this one? Nah, we haven't yet. Okay, yep. So once again, there was a Bella in the field. And Takuzo going for this Etna pick at the end here. I don't know, man. If I'm Pooh, right? I'll just ban off the Vanessa. I pray for my turn 1 to kill off something. And he also agrees. You know? Yeah, at one point you're going Vanessa, Zeratu, and then you fall back towards Annabelle and the pony, and then you last minute you turn back to turn 1 Etna. I don't know about this. Yeah, with attack buff as well, the Etna confirmed it. Here, I think the Hunter went the simple solution on the Etna first. I think this is a misplay. I think this one is a misplay. You see here, right? Oh, wait. Skip too far back. No! Hey, champion already. What? It's 9 hours, so yeah. Very hard to skip. Yeah, probably we'll break it down slower here. Give me a moment. Is this the one? No. Yeah, this is tough, man. Because this stream is 9 hours long. Oh, man. 2x this. Yeah, I can't seem to find the right bar to click. 9 hour stream. just too long. To find the match is like really hard. Although I just clicked like 1 cm away, it brought back to like the previous match. Okay, with the 2x, we're gonna get back there really quickly. Bear with me 1 second, boys. 5 seconds. Okay, we're reaching there soon. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come on. Okay. Once again here, I think he could have played this a little bit better. So here, reset onto 3. Etna resisted, by the way. Oh wait, resistance from the Zeratul, okay. I thought I saw 3. And then here, I think the Bella, right? Bella attacking the Zeratul is fine. Okay? And now, you can see the Etna is moving next. Your simple solution, you kill off Etna. Attack bar on the Annabelle, Zeratul, and the pony is not 100%. Although, there's a chance that your Han misses the crit because of Eleanor's 15% glance. But I still prefer to kill off the Etna first though. I don't know, what would you guys do in this situation? Because you got no more units moving next. If you miss 1 crit, you're gonna get, in a way, essentially cut by the Annabelle and the pony, right? And then they get the heals off, Zeratul back to full life, maybe. So, yeah, looking back here, probably Pooh made the right decision. I don't know. Yeah, now looking back, there's a light pony, you know, light pony in the field. Chance to glance, and then you're basically dead after that if Zeratul back full life. Although he get full crit. Yeah, he crit 4 times. So maybe less of a gamble play there. But worked out fine. So this one, Etna here, already half-life. I mean, at the end of the day, Etna is a very squishy unit. He gets a stun onto the Han. Annabelle resetted as well as the pony, right? Ooh, that was huge. Big sweep onto the Nikki. Yeah, and then the full plans and GG. Yeah, I think he just went for the safer play. Because, right, you resetted the Annabelle and the pony. Means they do not have skills. I would have just take the gamble, kill off the Etna. If I miss a crit, I'll allow 1 hit from Zeratul. That's about it, maximum, right? There's no follow through from the Annabelle and the pony. Yeah, this one 2-1 victory. He was ahead. And this is where everything went more interesting. I think this is like the final match where he picked in a lot of very cool LD Net 5. Things like Rig, you know? Things that we don't see too often. I know it's 10 PM. I saw you add 2 more hours sarcastic. Asking you what to eat at this hour. I actually got to watch the tournament. Kalembao face change from LCAY to stress face when he eat egg against fighting Pooh. Yeah, satu telur. 1 big egg. But all of them in real life is they're all really friendly, by the way. Yeah, I enjoyed the after party that we had in APAC. So here Takuzo going for more of an unorthodox draft. I think at this point Takuzo just did not want to deal with the Nikki coming up from Pooh. But I don't really like this Nikki pick. This Nikki pick is so bad because it doesn't synergize with your draft. He's just taking the Nikki away just so that Pooh does not have it. You know? And if it doesn't synergize with your team, then yeah, there's no point having that unit. Might as well just give it to your opponent, okay? Because this Nikki is not synchronized with his draft. And then now Pooh can bring in the full dark draft. He's gonna be picking in a rig at the end somewhere. For some reason I'm having cough, I don't know why. Suddenly, man. Kalembao is from where? He's from Singapore. He's China, but lives in Singapore. Singapore, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. But already Singapore citizen or something. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But definitely living in Singapore now. If not, he has to play the China qualifier if he's from China, right? So Takuzo here going for the Tetra and the Masha. Tetra here, I guess, yeah, on paper, he probably just wants to ban off the Han. Han is a damage dealer, right? Yeah, there we go. Han removed, Yonhong removed, but I don't really like that Masha pick at the end of the day because Masha very hard to get good crits in with Nyx in the field as well. Your armor break is literally most of the time not gonna be landing. Yeah, Nikki here goes for the Dark Garden Angel. Damage output wise not the best, but did quite a lot onto that rig. Now Gianna cuts in between going for the stun. And once again, Tetra is not good against Gianna Nyx if you're allowing that 2 units through, okay, by the way? Because the bomb is only 1 turn. You are always going to eat a bomb on the fastest attack bar unit before your Tetra moves. So Tetra is not a good counter. Just saying, okay, we learn from here. Because the bomb is only 1 turn. And then you can see this guy going so many turns. Now with Eleanor, with anti-crit, immunity, attack buff, and their buff for that unit. The Dark Megumi, right? Yeah, Nikki here can go for the heal. Masha with the anti-crit. Not even able to get the crit in. And all the additional damage from the Gianna just too good. And it's a 3-1 victory from Pooh. Flawless plays. Honestly, he had the most toughest opponent at the start. Skulls. Because of the Light Hwarang, right? The Light Hwarang caught him off guard so hard. I think I see me. Oh, wait. Aw, nah. They never show me already. Yeah, so moving onwards to the World Finals in Paris, which will be happening on the November 1st, by the way, guys. So make sure to tune into that. You can see S Fox is here. Yeah, S Fox is here. Eric B, right there, the Taiwanese group, and then above is the Taiwan crew here. The guy on the right, this guy is Error. A very strong player. I think he played in the preliminaries. A very cool guy. Talked to him for a bit. During the... what was that face? The after party, right? So yeah, I think overall his matches that he played, Kalembao, Pooh personally told me he feels very comfortable playing Kalembao because Kalembao's draft was always like one-dimensional kind of thing where he'll always pick things like Oliver into Veronica. It's like kind of fixed draft. And then maybe now we are a little bit things are like Hwarang in the mix. But yeah, I think he's pretty comfortable fighting those kind of drafts because yet again they meet in the ladder so many times, right? I think when you're in the top ranks there, you're always gonna be fighting each other most of the time. So yeah, they definitely know each other's box very well. Same goes for the rest of the players, by the way. Not saying only Kalembao, right? But yeah, I think Pooh struggled a little bit against Skulls. Like I mentioned, one of those players, I'm not sure which one already in the quarterfinals, had like a 241 Swift wheel set. I'm not even sure how you actually get that. Insane, by the way. Maybe it's fake news. I don't know, but I heard somewhere during the Busan, yeah, that somebody has like a really insane set, and literally everybody has like 235, 236 on 100 base. All these players, you know, they've been farming giants for most of their life, and yeah, and it pays. Yeah, able to make it in the World Finals, trying to get that 100 Gs. So good. I wish one day we have a chance at participating. You know, honestly, if I ever make it into the tournament one time, might be in the prelims, might be in the regional cup, whatever. Just to qualify, I'll be very happy. I'll feel like my 11 years is not wasted. In that sense, you know, because like for me, I also take this game very serious. Not as serious like 5 years ago, but still serious enough to play the game like every single day for like 8 to 10 hours minimum. Those people over there definitely put up more time than me. So yeah, really interested to see who will be making it into the grand final, you know, the final two match here. I'll bring up the bracket for the SWC 2025 World Finals in Paris. So you can see here, right before we end the stream, okay, we'll be talking a little bit about the brackets. Also, let me know down in the comments below, who are you supporting? Okay, so for the first match, actually this one, Pooh is so happy because we stayed with him all the way to the the picking of the World Final, the bracket. He was very happy because he was able to get they placed him at match 5, okay, which is the first match of the winners from each cup. So he does not need to wait so long in between, because you can see, if let's say if match 1 less Takuzo, best of 5, right? Every match is a best of 5, grand final best of 7. You're gonna be going through less best of 5 Panda League, literally. And if let's say you're match 8, where Kangjing is, you have to wait 7 best of 5 matches, which is essentially 3 hours, give or take, alright? With the breaks in between, with the each match consisting at least 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, I think match 5 is a very good placement right there. Although his 2 opponents in match 1 is very tough. Okay, Takuzo, the runner-up of APAC Cup, alas, he came in as a substitute, but he's the 2-time SWC champion. So also not easy to deal with. Les is one of those players where I think he has the biggest brain, and he picks really interesting net fights. He's the one that brought in Gurkha, you know, back when Gurkha didn't. I think at one point people don't really abuse Gurkha until they watch him play. You know, that his Gurkha was so good. And yeah, literally the Gurkha won him the SWC in that year. I think it was in 2022 Korea. And right after that, it got nerfed. And now, match 2, Panda League, Golem. I'm not really sure about those two. I feel like Golem is probably the underdog in this one. Panda League, like, is okay. Pretty decent. Ruins and monster boxes. Perfects and Zezas. I'm always a supporter of Zeza, so yeah, hopefully he can make it through to fight Rexus. And match 4, Guts the Berserk, is up against the final raid boss there, Kalembao. I don't know whether he's able to pull through. It's gonna be a really tough climb for Guts the Berserk. He qualified through the open qualifier in France, right? So yeah, congratulations to him. And then the winners from the quarterfinals will be fighting literally Les or Takuzo against Pooh. Raigeki will be facing one of those players over there, the Pendalic or Golem. Rexes probably, I don't know if Zezas make it through. Can he win Can he actually win Rexes? Probably. I have faith in him. And match 8, highly likely we are gonna be seeing 2 Chinese players there, Kang Jing and Kalem Bao. Unless Guts the Berserk prepared like a really interesting comp that nobody seen before. Even Kalem Bao don't know what you're doing, and then it actually works. But there's only 1 point. Yeah, that's the reason why best of 5 is really interesting to see, where you cannot just rely on a one-trick pony team. It's not like a best of 3 or best of 1 where you just suddenly shock your opponent with something different that you never bring before, and then bam, you get a win, and then you can move onwards. That's why best of 5 is very fair. Grand finals is a best of 7 though. Yeah, this one is tough. And from what I think, who will be the world champion? Okay, looking at match 9 here, Pooh Raigeki will be... for me, I feel like Pooh and Raigeki will make it in... Raigeki definitely makes it into the match 9. I don't think he's gonna have any issues against Pendalic and Golem. Although maybe they can put up a good fight, but like I said, best of 5, he has at least 2 or 3 Light Huarun games in. Which will probably get him the win, okay? So, Raigeki, for me, I'm supporting him. Match 5, Pooh up against Les. I don't know. I feel like Les is going to qualify against Takuzo. Probably get that win there. Pooh and Les, I hope Pooh can make it, okay? I am supporting Pooh all the way, by the way. So, I want to see Pooh and Kalem Bao in the grand final. But for match 10, I want Zezas and Kalem Bao in there. That are my predictions. What do you guys think? Who do you think will win? Let me know in the comments below, alright? So yeah, I think that's basically what we want to talk about for today in terms of the SWC Note 2 Episode 2, alright? So this one, I believe we will be doing one more after the finals, like talking about all the matches once again. This is more like a chill chit-chat session with you guys. Also, if you got any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Feel free to just chit-chat with me, you know. Sometimes it's fun to have all these kind of live streams for you guys. And also, tomorrow we will be streaming the Arena Rush on my account, and I'll show you guys my nicks. I think I have finally found a right combination with it. Yesterday's stream I did on Friday, it was my first time playing Nyx, so I wasn't really sure what to pick with it, and I got run over most of the time. But yeah, I think today I played all my matches, went really smooth sailing, win most of the time, like 60 to 70% of the swords, so not too bad. Hopefully it's not like a one-time thing, okay? I want to make it like consistently having those kind of win rate. And yeah, grand finals will be at Paris. So I think we are gonna be ending the stream right here, boys. So once again, grand finals will be happening on the 11th of grand finals will be happening on the 1st of November. Next Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check all the dates again. I've been so busy, guys, so yeah, apologies. 1st November is Saturday. Yeah, make sure to tune in. It's gonna be really fun, tons of exciting matches. And I think looking at this bracket, right, it's gonna take up at least 9 to 10 hours. Am I wrong to say that? Is it gonna be that long? At least 7. I think at least 6 to 7 hours in total, okay? For this live stream. So just make sure to have your have your good lunch. I think it's gonna be, if you're from the Asia side, it's gonna be around like dinner time. Yeah, because France is 8 hours back. Something like that, right? So have a good dinner, come back, buy your supper, stack up on your chips. If you need Monster Energy drink, also get some, because it's gonna be a very long night. And it's gonna be really fun to watch all the matches. And also make sure to collect all the coupon codes that they're gonna be giving out for free. I think that's gonna be a pretty juicy one right at the end. So yeah, that's gonna be it from me today, guys. Once again, we'll be streaming tomorrow for the Arena Rush on my channel. And some RTA session. Probably around 9 p.m. once again, around the same timing as today. Monday, I'll be streaming my Sky Fever Academy third session with you guys. So there's gonna be coupon codes for those of you who has not collected it. I'm not sure whether if you collected the ones last week, whether you can collect it on Monday. I'll test it out for you guys, whether you can claim it again. Maybe it's a different set of codes, right? So yeah, I think I should have some codes prepared for you guys on Monday. That one, any questions regarding Siege or PvE in the game, feel free to come by and chit chat on the live stream. Flynn will be doing more of RTA Sky Fever session for you guys. So I think he's gonna be streaming on Tuesday. Alright, so yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend and take care, stay safe, my friends. All right, peace out, bye bye.